A Thanksgiving break could not come soon enough for Aurora Public Schools. Week off after 9 students were shot, 6 of them at a park across from Aurora Central last Monday, then 3 more in the parking lot of Hinckley High on Friday. All 9 of those students are expected to recover. As Aurora's leaders gather, including today, discussing how to get through to teenagers to stop the violence, you have asked us if perhaps parents could be held responsible. Marshall Zellinger takes a look.
3 teenagers, all 16 years old, are in custody facing attempted murder charges for the shooting that injured 3 teens in the Hinckley High School parking lot Friday.
If we can prevent one tragedy from happening, that's the goal.
Democratic State Representative Monica Duran got a bill signed into law this year requiring the safe storage of firearms.
Whether it's with a cable lock, whether it's with a trigger lock, whether it's the gun safe, whether it's a biometric safe. We have trigger locks on ours and we have a gun safe.
After 2 shootings in Aurora last week involving high school students, we heard from viewers who wanted to know if gun owners, parents, should be held responsible for more than just locking guns up. Should they face consequences if their child shoots someone?
If an incident like that happens, imagine the impact that it has on the family member as it is, right? Knowing that either your child or their friend or a neighbor's child had gotten a hold of your gun.
The things that we don't know, looking at the latest 2 tragedies in Aurora, are what are the sources for these firearms that were used?
Republican Larimer County Sheriff Justin Smith is supportive of the Safe Gun Storage education campaign and public service announcements from the Attorney General's office earlier this year. The law comes with criminal penalties for the gun owner if a gun is not safely stored. However, no one has been charged with the crime since it took effect in July. And it doesn't address any penalties for the gun owner if the gun is used in a crime.
One of the areas of concern that I have is when we start talking about safe storage, we can't pretend that any statute is going to change the tens, if not hundreds of thousands of stolen firearms that are already out there on the market that not just youth, but criminals in general can get a hold of no matter what their age is.
There was another bill that became law this year requiring gun owners to report if their gun is lost or stolen. And if it's used in a crime and traced back to someone who did not report it lost or stolen, they'll get hit with a $25 fine. Do it a second time and not report it lost or stolen, it's up to $500. That's probably the closest thing to what our viewers are asking about for will anything ever go back to the owner of the gun if it's used in a crime.
There's certainly increased attention in a Democrat-controlled state legislature to the issue of gun violence and gun violence prevention.
And there was another bill that was passed into law, created the Office of Gun Violence Prevention. It's really about suicides and accidental deaths and collecting data, but it also provides grant money for organizations. Once it starts, it's going to get a director soon. It's supposed to happen by June, where they have their first director. And they will be able to provide grant money to organizations to help stem gun violence in communities.
Try some different approaches, see what sticks, see what works. All right, Marshall, thank you.